Fear of criticism will stop a lot of people from starting projects. There's certain things that you really want to do. You truly believe in it, but you feel like people would talk bad about you. Let me tell you something. You're right. They will talk bad about you. Even if you don't do nothing, they will still talk about you. Are you living for them or are you living for you? I truly believe that everybody has a lot to contribute to society, depending on what you do as a job, your career, where you live, your background. Regardless, there are certain things that you know that others don't. Let me give you an example. Let's say you are a physician in the Western world, for example, and there's a lot of cases of diabetes, obesity in your area, and you see that the medical field is not taking the necessary steps to treat the problem. You notice that the food that they consume, even at the hospital, some of the foods that they give to the patient, you notice that they're not quality food. You notice everything. You might talk to a few trusted people and they agree with you, but you don't really want to approach it. You don't really want to attack the big thing, expose it to the public. You see what I mean? Maybe you're afraid of losing your job or something like that. You're afraid of what the people will think about you at your job, your facility. So, oh, here's that one guy who's been talking crazy about the industries. Oh, no, 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 no. But you're aware that it's not doing good for the population. You're aware of it. How come you don't talk about it? See what I mean? Fear of criticism. You truly believe in it. You've been doing it for years. You see that it's not working. Maybe you've tried something else that worked, but you don't want to approach the market with your solutions because of fear of criticism. In life, I truly believe that it's about taking the best decisions for a better future. And the way to do that, my beliefs, again, it's about gathering as much information as possible so you can make the best choice. It's like a chess game, right? See the board from the different angles, to make the best move. Going back to fear of criticism, that project that you really wanted to do, you have to do it. There's a channel that you wanted to start, there's a book that you wanted to write, whatever. It's not even some type of motivation speech or whatever. No, I'm just giving you facts here because it's true. There's a lot of information right now, but you have it. How come you don't put it out? People can benefit from it. I take myself as an example. English is not my first language, but I'm not waiting till I get to like 100% perfection before I start a channel. Impossible. I make videos, sometimes I make mistakes there and there. I don't care. As long as you know what I'm talking about, that's all that matters, right? I'm not waiting till I get the perfect camera. I'm not waiting till I get the perfect sound system, the perfect whatever. I'm just starting. I will figure it out along the way. And I can go back and look at the quality of some of the videos, the audio, the editing, everything like that. It doesn't matter. I can go back and look at it. I see the progress. And I know that some people talk bad about it. Don't care. I know that there's some people who are benefiting from it. Good. That's why I'm doing it. If people don't talk bad about you, that means something's wrong. No matter what you do, they will talk bad about you. There's some people who will talk bad about you, and you have to make peace with that. And that's what it is. Like I said, it's not some type of motivational speech. Like, yes, you can do it. I believe in you. Like, fuck all that. I'm just giving you truth here. You are living your life. Are you living for them or are you living for you? The bills got to get paid. Your family got to live a great life. So you're going to let what the so-called haters say about you, people who probably are unhappy with themselves, because that's what it is, right? When you make fun of people all the time, it's because your life is not great. So you have to look down at others, trying to find some type of happiness, this delusion. Because you hate your life, so you have to kind of make others suffer because you live in miserable life and you want others to share that with you. That's why you criticize them all the time. You know it yourself. You know it. So once you understand that, as a matter of fact, a lot of people who hate are envious. They want to do what you're doing, but they can't. They don't have that willpower to do it. So they have to look down on you to make themselves feel better. Have you ever noticed that when you take care of your physical body, you're in shape and all, you have some people who make dumb jokes. Oh, look at this guy trying to look like this. And they're all like obese, eating like big pizzas every day, McDonald's and all that stuff. They're not happy with themselves. They don't like what they see in the mirror. And when they see somebody else making progress, even let's say you used to be in that group of people playing video games and uh, fucking around, late night drinking and not doing anything productive, and you decide that, hey, hold up, I need to make a change here. There's people who look down. It's like, oh, what's going on here? They see that you're making changes, positive change. They want that, but they can't have it. So they have to bring you back because it's gonna make them feel so bad. They don't want that. When they look at you, they see success, something that they're lacking. They don't want to see that. They want to see you down. So they're trying to bring you back. You have to get away from it. Fear of criticism is a real thing. And that's something that stopped me for a while. There's a book that I go back to every year. It's called Outwitting the Devil by Napoleon Hill. It's one of my favorite books ever. I go back to it every year. Fear of criticism is a real thing. That book explains it in detail. And when you read that part, it will make so much sense. I might make a separate video on it, just dissecting the book. One of the best books I ever read my entire life. Fear of criticism. Let's say there's certain things going on in your life. You have family to take care of, you got kids, wife, whatever, and there's a big business, there's a big business in a particular country. You live in one area right now. You have all your friends and the family and all, but you want to move out with your family to another area to do business because you truly believe that you will succeed at it. But you're like, I don't know how the people will take this. I'm not really so sure. What about your family? You have to feed the family. You're worrying about what the others will say about you. They're working to feed their family. Do you care about what they do? So why should you care about what they think about you? Even when I take myself as an example, before I dropped out of university, I was thinking about it for a while. If I was living alone, I would have dropped out like this in a second. But it's because of fear of criticism, because of the people around me. This guy's getting good grades and going to university, even got money to pay some of the tuition and all because of the grades he got and all everything like that. Now you want to drop out. Like, what's going on here? It's like, how would people take that? Like, the family left the so-called poor country to come to a country with better opportunities just to see the son drop out of university, say that doesn't want to do school no more, doesn't believe in it. It's like, oh man, how people take this? I don't even know. Is that the best choice? Whatever. I was thinking about it for a while. And then one day I was like, you know what? I respect those people. These people, they want the best for me, but they want the best for me based on their own experiences. I see the world from a different perspective. I'm not saying that I look down on them. They don't know what they're talking about. No. I've been exposed to something that they're not aware of. That's the reason why I cannot follow the same path. I have to go a different route. And whatever happened, happens. But at least it was my choice. I wasn't a slave. You see what I mean? There's some people who are running on autopilot. They're doing it's like programmed computers, like NPCs. They just live day to day. They don't try to make no critical thinking. Whatever happens to them, it is what it is. They're cool with it. So they're right along with it. And it doesn't matter if you want to talk about a low life person or somebody who has a lot of money. Because there's some people who have a lot of money, but they don't live happy lives. I met them. I talked with some of them. Trust me. So, for example, somebody who, like a guy who was forced to, like, most of the time, super low testosterone, following the culture. For example, it was like they forced that guy to marry a woman, forced them to be in a particular business, like literally has no life. Everything he does is for, like, let's say like a family or whatever. Whatever he wants to do, he has to put it aside. And usually those are the type of people, when they reach their 40s and 50s, they reach the, like, what you call, like, some midlife crisis or whatever. Like, it just hits them. That's what I'm saying. It doesn't matter how much money you make, because there's some people who are in a low life, they're not living good lives. There are people who are in a high life, but they're not living good life because they're not doing what they really want to do. They're just following the blueprint of whatever has been exposed to them. And if they try to go against it, they'll receive mass criticism. And they don't want that. You see what I mean? So it's very important. You have to go against the crowd. There's something that you see. When you go to sleep, you can envision that. When you wake up in the morning, it's like, damn, see it. It's right in front of me. You have to go towards that. If you can breathe it, you can see it. You have to go towards it because you don't need no so-called external motivation. The motivation comes from within. The external motivation, you get that from time to time, but you cannot depend on it because it's not something it's not reliable. They come and they go. It's something that can fill you up. For example, you go into the gym because you want a better physique, you want to be able to live a great life, right? You have the motivation already within you, but sometimes you might hear something or listen to something that will pump you up to have a great performance at the gym. But those are what you call external motivation. I'm not saying they're bad. They're really good, but you cannot depend on them because then you become addicted, always trying to go look for the next fix. You have to find the commitment within yourself. Don't depend on the shortcuts or little videos or whatever, books or something like that. Because people depend on it. Oh, I don't have enough motivation. I need to read this. I need to drink this. I need to do my morning ritual. I need to do all that stuff. It's just excuses. When I wake up in the morning, I don't have to think about, I don't have to say like 1,000 words or like do no crazy. Like I'm on the go. Like on the go. Am I saying that some of these so-called morning rituals don't work? I don't have time to think about it. To me, I see it like excuses bullshit. It's like I need to sleep in the bed that's 23 degrees or 19 degrees or something like that. It's like, oh man, when I fall asleep, I'm gone. Is there a bed there? Okay, cool, I'm sleeping on it. That's it. There's no bed? Okay, cool, I'm sleeping on the ground, depending on where I'm at. I don't need no morning rituals. I don't need to set up my room with some crazy lights here. It's like, man, just excuses. So there's a lot of things stopping you from achieving what you want. You try to have the best setup before you start. You never start that way. You just have to go. And worrying about what people would think about you, it's never gonna end. The bigger you get, the more shit you're gonna get as well from other people. They will talk about you. What you gonna do about it? You gonna take it, or you gonna hide in the comments and take it personal and be depressed because of something that someone that you don't even know, you never met in your entire life, said about you? Oh, look at this person training, you're looking so dumb. And it makes you feel bad because somebody said that. Do you know who they are? So let's go back to it. I truly believe that most people have something that of value that they can contribute to society. You are aware of a lot of things that others are not aware of. It's your responsibility to put it out there. When you're trying to win alone, you will not go far. So, I don't care. I work at a burger factory, like a vegan burger factory, and they spray chemicals on the burgers. I'm gonna give an example. I'm not saying that this is exactly what's happening. Just an example so you can get my point. I'm working at a burger factory. They spray chemicals on the vegan, on the burgers, the patties, and then they ship them out to the people. They consume it, but they don't even know there's like 50,000 chemicals inside of them. I do it all the time. I'm the one actually spraying the chemicals, and I go back home, I take my paycheck, and then that's it. I drink my beer, and I watch my TV. It is what it is. I'm getting my money, so what do I have to do? Why is it my business to alert the world? What's your business? You working it. I'm not working there. I don't see what's happening. You see what's happening. You can take a little videos, you can write about it, and people who listen to it, cool. And those who don't, it is what it is. But at least you did your job. You were not quiet about it. So it's your responsibility. Or you see like a big change happening in the market. Let's say you work in, I don't know, Silicon Valley type of things in your country, whatever you're from. You see the changes happening. Let's say there's a big company that acquired a lot of like EV charging station, right? The charging station for electric cars and all that stuff. And let's say they're about to go public with like a stock or something, and you're aware of it. Well, you can make a quick announcement, like send it to like a few friends and repost it. Like, hey, watch out, man! This company, like, I know they've been doing this in my area, and people really use it. It's a great product, and they're about to go public. And I truly believe it's a great company because look at the work. This is what they did. I've been around it for the past couple of months. I'm aware of the development, even though I don't work there. I live there and I see the development. I see the people using their products, and it's a really good thing. So, hey, it might be a great opportunity. That's it. The universe is full of abundance. Just because you make money from something doesn't mean somebody else would not make money too. You're trying to keep everything to yourself, you will not win that way. No. Just because you buy like 3 shares of Apple doesn't mean I cannot do the same. You want to keep the information to yourself. That, oh, I found a great formula to stay in shape. I traveled to this country and I was eating this for like the past 6 months, and this is what happened to me. Oh, I want to keep it to myself. I don't want other people to be like that. That's selfishness. There's some people who believe it. There's some people who will say that, oh, you're just a troll. Whatever you say, I don't buy. You're trying to sell me something. It's cool. You're going to have that regardless. At least the people who want to benefit from it, you give them a chance. But you're trying to keep everything to yourself. Imagine me, like some of my friends, like some are grateful, some are ungrateful. I help them a lot in their journey when it comes to digital assets. I help a lot of them start like their portfolio, start like a wallet or something like that where to store how to make transfers and all. Some of them don't even remember that I'm the one who helped them. It is what it is. It's cool. As long as you're making profit, it is what it is. It's cool. But there's some who say that, oh no, I don't believe in it. Oh, you're just one of those scammers again, talking to me about digital assets. I don't care. It's cool. Before I was the type of guy to approach it, hey man, look at this man, this is crazy, but hey, you might have to look into it. I used to do that with people around me. And I learned that, you know what? It's okay. Most of them don't listen, they don't pay attention, they don't care. So I would start a channel. So that way I would invite this unlimited amount of people who can watch this. So it's cool. It's not limited to just the one area where I'm from. Anybody in the world can watch it. So I'll open the channel and I'll talk about it. Then the people around me, if you ask me, I will tell you what it is. But I'm not forcing you to do it, right? Because I've been exposed to it. When the lockdown started, that's when I started my journey. I wanted to break out of the cycle, like so bad. When I talk about the cycle, I'm talking about the, people say the matrix or whatever. Let's go with that. Just the system, right? So, and I wanted to find a way to get out of it. There's nobody around me to teach me. But the beautiful thing about this new age, you have the internet. You can research things. So it's like going to, how do you call it? It's like working out for your first time. You're going to the gym for your first time. There's a lot of things that you don't know. What you're going to do, you're going to ask the people around you. If there's nobody around you, well, you're going to ask the internet. So you watch a lot of videos, you listen to a lot of things, you read a lot of articles. So now when you go, it's not like you're starting with from complete zero. You have a little bit of understanding. It'll be overwhelming because it's your first time, but at least you kind of know what you're doing and you get better along the way. So it's the same thing. I didn't know where to go and there was nobody around me to teach me. So I had the internet. So I researched and I spent months on it to learn about just investments in general, right? And that's how I started my journey. So it comes down to the same thing. If you want to make better decisions, you need to gather information, a lot of information, useful information. So that you be able to decide, should I go this way, that way? Like, should I just stay here or like stay here for now and then make a quick move here? Like, why do you need information for that? Otherwise, you walk around with, what's the best way to put this? Okay, so let's say you have a drill, but you only have one bit and there's multiple screws. So you only be able to remove or drill in one type of screw because you don't have a lot in your tool bag. So you only have one. So all those different screws over there, you cannot touch them. You won't be able to remove them. You won't be able to screw them in. So that's the way I look at information. All I'm trying to say is you need a lot of information in order to make the best decision so that way you can have a bright future. It's not always going to go exactly the way you plan it. And that's the beautiful thing about it, about life. Nothing is going to go exactly the way you predicted. When you wake up in the morning and tell yourself, you know what, this is how my day is going to go from the morning till when I fall asleep, this is exactly how it's going to go. With 100% accuracy, it's not going to happen. And that's the beautiful part about it. It's unexpected. If life was like so linear and you can predict exactly like every moment, it would be so boring. Like so boring. It's the unexpected that makes it fun. You don't know what's going to happen. You put your money in this one. You don't know, is it gonna go up? Is it gonna stay the same? It's like, oh, I don't know. You're dating this person right now. It's like, oh, is this the girl of my dream? Like, oh, I don't know. Am I going to get married to her? We're gonna have kids or something. Like, you have no idea. And that's what's exciting. You gotta go on this trip. You plan everything. Is it gonna go exactly the way I plan it? You know, are we gonna go there? We're gonna have fun and whatever. It's like you have no idea. Well, you can have an idea of how you want the thing to play out, but is it gonna play out exactly how you see it in your head? You don't know. It's not like you can't predict that with 100% accuracy. And that's a beautiful part about it. I call it consistent inconsistencies because it's going to happen. That's the nature of the universe. You won't be able to do it. The consistent inconsistencies. It's going to happen, whether you like it or not. There's certain things that you won't be able to control, but they're going to happen regardless. They are constant, but inconsistent in your view of the world because you don't expect them to happen, but they still happen. So they are inconsistent for you, but to the universe, it's consistent. I don't know if you're smoking right now. Maybe that went over your head, but regardless, it makes sense to me. So I'll let you philosophize on that. Fear of criticism, bring it back again. You have to do it. You have to. Everybody, it doesn't matter who you are. Don't look down on yourself saying that, oh, I don't deserve that. No, I can't be talking like this person. No, I don't have enough muscles. I don't have enough money. I don't have that car. I don't have that. You think they started like that? And what if they did? Who cares? Why are you looking down on yourself? After all those examples, people starting from nothing to achieve a great life, and you still look down on yourself. Why? Why are you doing that? Why are you afraid? You're afraid of people who talk bad about you. Are those people living great lives? If you notice, the people who talk bad about you are those who are living the boring life, the life that nobody wants to live. They don't have nothing going on for themselves, so they have to look down on others. Those are the people who will criticize you because they have nothing going on for themselves, so they have to look down on you. So why would you care? Or people who are jealous of you. So why would you care? If you know that's the truth, why do you care? You see? If there's one book I truly recommend, is Outwitting the Devil by Napoleon Hill. If you read that book, it will open your mind to like different, it's like a different dimension. That's the way I say it. You will learn so much about it. So after you read the book, what you do, if they have the audio program, you just, when you're driving, you taking the bus or whatever, I don't know, you can listen to it, right? So that way it stays fresh. That's why I say I come back to it every year. Sometimes I do it every 3 months, every 6 months, depending on what it is. So I do it. I really enjoy those books. It's one of the best books, if not the best one so far. It's a really, really good one. It doesn't just talk about fear of criticism. It's one of the things that they talk about. But you will learn so much. And I'm not getting paid to promote that book here. That's how you know. Like man, I swear by it. It's a really good book. You will not regret reading that book. There's nobody in this world to read that book and regret it, because there's certain things that he said decades ago. For example, the addictive nature of cigarettes. He mentioned that decades ago, before science even knew that it was a thing. See what I mean? So yeah, don't look down on that book. I truly recommend it. It would change your life like drastically. Even if you don't want to apply the methods, it's cool, but at least it will open your eyes to something, and you will decide what you want to do with the information. And like I said before, if you want to make the best decision, by gathering as much information as possible, so that way you can make a good choice. Because if you just stay in one lane, you only listen to the same people, you only listen to the same news, you only listen to the same. You're not going nowhere. You have to open your eyes and open your ears, and there's a large variety of things that you can consume the right way, not being enslaved to it. Pick and choose, because everybody, we are all followers. There's others who follow blindly, and there's others who pick who they want to follow. But we are all followers. But you have to decide on which side you want to be on. Because a lot of people want to start things, regardless of what it is. You want to start a fashion channel. You want to start, regardless, as long as you're bringing value to the world, some people can benefit from. It's not just about education. Me, I started this channel about education because that's what I'm passionate about. I'm not the type of person who's gonna sit down and make jokes and make you laugh all day. That's not. I can't do it. I don't have the passion for it. I can include it in some of my content. I can do it once in a while, but to do it every day, I don't have it in me. So I decided to pick something that I can talk about for a while, and that's information. That's so-called education in a way, right? That's why I do it. Fear of criticism is a real thing. It kills a lot of dreams, so you have to be strong enough to overcome that. Well, I'm out.
Fool me once, shame on you, fool me, and no second time. Nah, deceive me once, you done for life. Nah, fool me once, shame on you. Nah, deceive me once, you done for life.